Good morning, YouTube. It's another day in the life of a dealership.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan and I have a cold, but unfortunately I still have to work because next week I'm not going to be here. I'm going to visit my parents. So we got a ton of crap to get done and we only have 4 more days to do it, including today. I have to do a bunch of wrenching and stuff, and I thought I'd bring you along for the ride. I'm going to do my best to talk in a way that you can hear me and understand me, but I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I lost my voice overnight, and yeah, this sucks. You can probably hear construction equipment going on, so let's start off with that. They're still working on this cul-de-sac that's out front of our building, and they're getting pretty close. They laid down a ton of base yesterday. Oh yeah, look at this. Let's go out there and see. All right, you can see they're making a new cul-de-sac. So they stopped right here, and all of that's gonna be a nice little circle for us to do donuts. It's gonna be awesome, we can't wait. But unfortunately, they're not gonna connect it to that road. So you can see there's the new road, but it's not going all the way. It's gonna only go right here, which kind of sucks. And I noticed our tailgate on the Raptor is open, so I don't know if someone tried to see if there's anything to steal in here last night. That's not good. Well, I don't think we had anything in the truck, so hopefully we didn't, I don't know, hopefully it didn't break or something, but yeah, that's no bueno. I guess I should check and make sure everything's locked. Okay, it's locked. Yeah, it looks locked. Okay, well, anyway, oh, Josh just picked up this smoldering pile of crap that we're gonna fix up, but apparently it came in and it was stuck in valet mode. We had to get rid of that. So now it actually is drivable, but still got a lot of issues we gotta fix. All right, so the first thing we gotta do is we gotta change the oil in the GT500, which I've never done before, and the oil just came in this morning. So let's get that set up. So first thing I want to talk about is this black 430. You may have seen the last video where we showed it was making a weird sound.
Sun's up, so
Sun's up, is it releasing?
clutch in, go into gear, stirs up the noise, go into neutral, clutch out, doesn't do it, clutch in, nothing, clutch out, clutch in, gear.
Is it only third or is it any gear?
Any gear.
What we figured out is that it's not the throwout bearing, it's actually the clutch itself. The clutch is not fully disengaging from the flywheel. So you can actually see, here's the clutch right here, here's the flywheel. And this has actually happened to us before, so I don't know what's wrong with the clutch that causes this, if the clutch is too thick or the springs are too tight or something, but basically when you push the clutch pedal, it moves the thrust bearing, the throwout bearing forward, which is supposed to deflect the springs and release the pressure so that the clutch no longer engages the flywheel. Well, in this case, the clutch was still just barely rubbing on the flywheel, causing that weird noise. It was the discs in the clutch just spinning and slipping, but also grabbing just enough. And the reason we know that's the right problem is because it won't go into gear when the car's not moving. So when the car's not moving, the clutch still has pressure. It's still trying to rotate the transmission shaft, and so it won't go into gear. But once you are moving, you can shift gears. So if you get the car rolling about 10 miles an hour, then you can go in the first and the second really easy, because now it's relying more on the synchros than the clutch. So it's kind of like if you did a no clutch shift, right? You can still shift once the cars are moving. Granted, it's not good for them, but yeah, that's what's going on. So we had to order a new clutch, and that just came in, so we're gonna have to pull out the transmission, all that stuff, until I replace all of that. That's gonna be a complete pain in the ass. It's gonna take 2 or 3 days. It sucks. Yeah, so we lost a lot of time on that car. This thing's been one delay after another. We're really frustrated with this car. It should have been gone weeks ago. So that car will get out of here probably the end of this week, hopefully, if not early next week. But anyway, so we got to change the oil on the GT500, and we have to do it immediately because we had a guy call up yesterday and he said he wants to come see the GT500. He comes out here, and clearly he's an educated buyer. He knows what he wants. He takes it for a quick test drive, and he's like, yep, I want it, and makes us a reasonable offer. You know, And of course, so we take it. So that car is sold as of yesterday, which sucks in a way because I wanted to drive it more. It's a really good car. It's a really good car. I love that car. So we're gonna have to get another GT500 because I want to get one that's got some miles so we can actually drive it and not feel bad about it because that thing's only got 3,400 miles on it. Anyway, the oil in that thing, which we're gonna do an oil change on it real quick, is 5W50. Yeah, you can't really find this stuff very easily, so we had to special order it. It's a regular old Ford filter, but this stuff's expensive, even for us, for wholesale. Like all of this crap, changing the oil on this thing, it's almost $200 just for the materials. So if you own a GT500, oil changes at the dealership, I'm guessing, are probably $400 to $500, if not more. So if you want us to do an oil change on your GT500, we could do it. And I don't know what the labor is going to be yet. I'm going to find out when I change it now, but I'm guessing it's probably at least an hour of labor. So yeah. Anyway, let's do that. I still have to clean up some other stuff. We're trying to get more organized. I bought this little rack thing. Yeah, I'm going to save my voice for later today. Oh crap, we got to still work on the Testarossa too. And we got to do the oil change on the Alpha and get tires for it and all that stuff. So we'll be showing you the Alpha later. It's so cool. Okay, let's move around some cars and change some oil. Okay, YouTube, so we've got the GT500 up in the air. Here's the drain plug. We only have one drain plug, so that's nice. And then the oil filter is under this panel. Oh, looks like it's been leaking oil because that's pretty wet. So we gotta undo that one. That's like a Torx T30. This 13 millimeter. Yeah, this is pretty clean. Really clean car, very nice. Damn, look at those shocks. Oh man, this thing's pretty badass. Definitely should get rid of those. Get rid of the resonators. Oh, that's cool. It comes with an X-Pipe from the factory. Very cool. Yeah, just kind of, it's a pretty neat car, I have to say. Anyway, we're just gonna drain the oil, change the filter, and add 11.5 quarts back into this thing. So I just want to point out this oil is super clean. So basically, I mean, it only has 3,000 something miles on the car, but this oil timed out. So, you know, oil will absorb moisture over time and it still goes bad. So even though the oil looks clean, it's still crap. So you don't want it. Anyway, I put a piece of cardboard there just to prevent oil from going on the bottom pan. Okay, oil has changed in the GT500. Super simple. It only took like actually took longer to let the oil drain than anything. It took, you know, like 5 minutes to drain all the oil. Anyway, let's get this car out of here and then work on some other stuff. We still gotta do a full IP exhaust on this 430 today. So we're gonna try and get that done and installed today. So it's gonna be a busy day. We've got Jay, you may have seen him eons ago. Jay's doing a headliner to binnacle on that consignment 458 because it's the headliner's saggy and the binnacle's pulled. So trying to get that thing situated. It's for sale. It'll be cleaned up in about a week. Kind of in love with that car, especially that color, the black stripes on the red. Oh, with the black wheels. God, that is definitely a Dan spec. I love that car. Anyway, let's put the black car back on the lift. Actually, maybe I'll leave it off for a minute just in case we need the lift today. I don't know, but we gotta do an exhaust on that car. Oh boy, it's gonna be busy. I actually gotta answer a bunch of emails first. All right, YouTube. So the good news is my voice is coming back a little bit, and Steven's here. You remember Steven if you've been watching the channel long enough, and Steven knows 430s because he has one. And we did a conversion on his car. Geez, it's probably been over a year.
18 months since I've been
18 months.
Yeah.
Still loving it?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah. Well, I sprayed bolt stuff. What's that stuff called? Liquid wrench. I sprayed liquid wrench on the nuts on the headers yesterday, so they had a full 24 hours to soak. So hopefully, we can get this exhaust out of here pretty quick. Hopefully. You never know. Damn it. Knock on wood. All right, well, we're going to try and start wrenching on this. Look at that. I can actually sort of talk. It's great.
Much better than an hour.
Way better. All right, YouTube. We're at the final steps. We got glorious headers are in and cat deletes. Rear section, we just got to line everything, put on the tips. And then we do have to send out the ECUs to get tuned. So we'll be able to start it and run it, but we just won't be able to like rev the piss out of it. So only minor shattering of eardrums, not full shatter.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Also, look who's here.
I do live in Texas.
Yeah, they're multiplying. All these random people showed up today. All right, YouTube, been wrenching out for a while. I present to you a 430 with an IP exhaust. Good Lord.
That hurt.
Only 3,500? Holy shit. All right, well,
That was just the one that made me down.
that's sweet.
Smoking.
That's badass.
Just the tip.
All right, well, if you want an IPE exhaust, we do sell those on our website, normalguysupercar.com. You can use the code NGS10. Hooks you up with 10% off, and damn, that's a nasty exhaust. Holy crap. Well, good morning, YouTube. It's the next day. My voice is coming back a little bit, so that's great. I didn't think we filmed enough yesterday for just doing the day in the life of running the dealership. So today is Wednesday. It's auction day. So we're going to try and buy some cars. And we actually have a few things going on. So let's catch you up real quick, and then we'll go look at the auctions. So first of all, we did get the exhaust, as you saw, in on the red car. So we have to finish up a few things. We still have to send the ECUs out to get tuned. So that way it won't get a check engine light, and it'll take advantage of the fact that it's got this new exhaust. So we'll get those ECUs pulled out and sent out today. That's not a big deal. It should take 10 minutes. And then we also have to change the suspension. We're going to lower it and put on wheel spacers on that car. So once we do all of that, that car's ready to go, and it'll go out the door. Now the black car, Jared showed up late last night and worked on this thing until super early. And well, he's got it almost all done. So he had to pull out the clutch. So right there's the clutch, and that's the problem that we were having. I don't know what is wrong with that clutch, why it didn't work right, but it didn't. So there's the culprit of why we had to pull the entire transmission and do all that crap again. But the car was running last night. It's just not quite driving yet. I don't know where he's at because I haven't talked to him this morning, but he said he's basically done with it. So we'll get that wrapped up today, it looks like. Oh, we got to bill the guy. He's got to pay us still. Yeah, so there's that. And then the Shelby GT500. This thing is going out the door in about an hour. Phenomenal car. I think he's going to love this thing. I'm going to try and get another one of these. I've been looking at the auctions to try and get another one because I really, really like that car. It's still a busy week. We got to keep doing a bunch of stuff. So let's jump on the auctions and see if we can buy some cars today, because we're going to be out of cars soon. The Gallardo is supposed to get paid for today, so that should be the Super G. Should be going out the door soon. This car is still available, and of course, the other 458 is available, but the Headliner and Binnacle are being worked on. Or I should say the Headliner is done. The Binnacle should be done today, and we still got to do sticky buttons. So once we get all of that done, that car will be going out, where I should say, not going out, but going up for auction, or going up for sale. Jeez, my brain's not working. You know, you can probably hear them working on the road still. They got like the big compactors and rollers and stuff. So all right, also trying out a new GoPro. Let me know what you think. All right, so we're watching 3 different auctions today. One in Nashville, one in Dallas, and one in San Antonio. There's nothing super exciting. There's basically no Ferraris. We haven't seen a whole lot of Ferraris coming up for auction lately, but we're still looking at stuff like Corvettes and Shelby GT500s, pickup trucks, stuff that we can still sell and make a little bit of money, but you know, it's not really our specialty. But we're working on trying to learn those cars and those vehicles so we can start selling them more and more. There's actually this crazy Shelby Baja truck coming up. Look at this crazy thing. So I've seen those go. They're like go for like crazy money. So anyway, we might try and get it. I don't know. I'll let you know if we get anything. All right, YouTube, so that was a total bust on the auctions. Didn't get anything. I'm not shocked. We don't usually get anything. Jay's supposed to have the new binnacle for this in an hour or two, so hopefully we'll get that done. Mustang, gone, onto its new owner. And some of you have been asking, give us an update on the crazy 6-wheel Jeep thing. Well, okay, here it is. Here's my 6-wheel Apocalypse Jeep Thanger with the busted axle. So you can see clearly that rear axle is sticking out like it shouldn't be. So that's no good. Let's see. It's sticking out there. Yeah. No bueno. So I called around. There's actually a shop here in Liberty Hill that does Jeep stuff, and we're gonna send it over there. So I have a tow truck on its way here right now to come get it. And we're gonna send it over there because, to be honest, yeah, we could probably fix that axle. I just don't want to. Those tires look really heavy, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to hurt my back. So that thing's gonna go out, get fixed, probably about 2 weeks or so. I don't know how long it'll take them. Yeah. Then I'll have that thing, and we'll do some videos on it and do something. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I should probably make sure that the battery still has battery because they're on their way. So let's make sure it actually starts. Otherwise, I think I need to pull the ECUs out of that 430. So let's do that next. All right, getting the Jeep going. Might need the...
You're a little bit cleaner than I am. I
Sure. Put it in neutral.
Go ahead, shut it off and put it in neutral.
Okay. I was leaving it running because the battery was dead. If
Okay.
it's all right to keep it going for a little bit. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I just leave it on.
Yeah.
This is a newer Jeep.
It didn't like it's
Yeah, I think you have to sit in it.
and put in neutral here. Getting to ride the Jeep up the truck. It won't go in the neutral.
Did you use a jump box to start it?
Yeah.
I have one of those, so I'll tell you what, I feel a lot safer if the window's up. We get it up here in a minute and have it in park and brake set. I'll jump it.
Oh yeah, you can leave it. All right, she's loaded up. We're leaving it idling while they take it over there just because the battery's dead, but bye-bye. All right, well, hopefully we'll get that thing situated soon. Bye-bye, Jeep. It's pretty funny because Liberty Hill, the town that we're in, is kind of like a smaller town, and every time we meet people who are running businesses here in town, it's like these people have been in the same town for a long time, and they all know each other, and they're like, oh, this is so-and-so's old shop, and we used to come over here and ride our motorcycles out in that ranch right there, and blah blah. And we've heard stuff like that over and over again. And the tow truck driver, he was like, oh yeah, you know, like that's so-and-so's shop, and he used to know how to do all this and that, and we were riding these motorcycles, and some kid got hurt and had to get air flighted out of here and stuff. And it's just kind of cool. So anyway, interesting enough, that was Liberty Hill Towing that moved the truck, and he said a couple of the guys used to work for another company here in Austin that was really well known for moving supercars. So if you're in the Austin area, and let's say you're in the north part of Austin, if you're towards Liberty Hill, and you have a supercar and something needs to be towed, well, reach out to Liberty Hill Towing, because those guys said they could do supercars. They do them regularly, and they know how to do them so that they don't scrape them and stuff. They got all the ramps and stuff. So he said specifically one of the trucks is like really set up very well for it. He even mentioned how they had to tow a Bugatti. So there's like 2 Bugattis in town. So I'm like, oh, which one was it? The blue one or the white one? He's like, oh, it was the white one. I'm like, okay, I know who that is. Let's pull the ECUs out of this 430. And I think I'm still losing my voice a bit. It's still not fully recovered, but yeah, that's how it is. And then after I do that, I need to edit some videos so you guys can actually watch this stuff. Okay, YouTube, it's 6 o'clock. And I didn't get anywhere near the amount of stuff accomplished that I was hoping to. I didn't edit any videos at all. And so now I need to go home and edit videos. So I'm gonna be up late editing videos. Well, I can do that here or at home just as effectively. In fact, probably a little bit more effective at home because I got a big monitor and stuff. So I'm gonna go home and edit videos so that you guys can watch a different video, but this video will be out in the next few days. Jared's wrapping up that car. He's gonna go out the door. He stayed late. Thank you, Jared. Finally get rid of that black car. It's been here too long. We just bled the clutch. The new clutch works, so that fixed the problem. Yay, that's what happens when you have the right clutch that works correctly. Old clutch, or the other clutch, needs to get returned so we can get our money back. Pain in the butt. All right, well, that's it for this video. You guys are amazing. Check out normalguysupercar.com. Use the code NGS10. Hooks up with 10% off. And of course, MG Supercars, our dealership, where you can buy any of these lovely cars that are still for sale. Check out that Testarossa. It's gorgeous. All right, we'll see you in the next one. We're going to be doing a lot of cool car stuff. You want to stay tuned. It's going to be sweet.